Pan Ming, who was unconscious, was taken away by the police, and the old classmates sighed with emotion. However, everyone looked at Charlie's eyes with unprecedented awe. After all, Charlie put Pan Ming and Jones Jian so miserable, his ability has exceeded everyone's understanding. Jacob also felt that his face was too dignified. So many classmates came to compliment him, and he felt very refreshed. However, some people sighed and said, "Oh, Jones Jian is gone. I'm afraid we won't have the finale in this second game. Why don't you just leave it?" A bunch of people are a little lost. Everyone wanted to come to see the glorious clubhouse, but they didn't expect it. They just entered the lobby of the glorious clubhouse, and didn't know what was inside. At this time, Charlie said to Orville, "Mr. Orville, how many floors can your card reach?" 10 floors. Orville said hurriedly. Charlie said, "You help me open a 10-story big box, let the old men have fun." Orville asked in surprise, "Mr. Wade, don't you have a Supreme?" Charlie waved his hand, motioning for him to silence. In the entire glorious club, only issued a Supreme card to him. Not only can he go to the highest 15th floor at any time, but all expenses are free. He didn't want to let Jacob know that he had such a card. Otherwise, with his temper, he would definitely pester him every day to bring him over, and he would even find a way to ask for his own card and bring his friends over to brag. Therefore, it is better not to let them know. Orville immediately understood what Charlie meant, and quickly took out his membership card, handed it to the waiter, and said, "Prepare a large private room for me on the 10th floor. All the expenses will be paid by me." The waiter respectfully accepted the membership card, and then smiled and said, "The 1008 on the 10th floor has been opened for you. You can pass by at any time. It has a large area and can accommodate 30 people." Orville nodded, and then respectfully said to Charlie, "Mr. Wade, you can move up with the old men." Charlie said to everyone, "Uncles, my friend has already booked a 10-story 1008 box for us. He has covered all the expenses today. Please follow the waiter now." Everyone did not expect that there would be another beacon of hope, and suddenly cheered. Many people originally thought that they would be able to go up to the 7th floor of the brilliant club at most, but they did not expect to reach the 10th floor this time. Jacob was also very happy, and said with a smile, "My son-in-law has the ability." Unlike Jones Jian, he knows how to put cowhide on his lips. Everyone couldn't help but praise and compliment. "Oh, Charlie, you are really hidden gem. Jacob is really blessed to find such a son-in-law." Charlie smiled slightly. "You guys praise me too much. Actually, I don't have any abilities. I just know a few friends. Please hurry up and have fun." Jacob asked him, "Charlie, are you not coming up?" Charlie said, "I'll talk to Mr. Orville for a few words before going up." "Dad, go up with your uncles first." "Good." Jacob nodded, thanked Mr. Orville, and then went upstairs with his old classmates. Everyone went upstairs. Charlie asked Mr. Orville, "How did you handle Ichiro's matter last time?" Mr. Orville hurriedly said, "Don't worry, Mr. Wade, I found the best computer special effects artist, and I also hired a prop artist from the Film Academy to make a fake video of the death of Ichiro, and sent it to Jiro. He has completely believed it now." "Okay." Charlie smiled slightly, and said, "Raise Ichiro well and send him back to Japan to fight for the property, but he has to sign an agreement with me in advance. After the property is regained, he will pay 80%. Mr. Orville nodded repeatedly and said, "Okay, Mr. Wade, I know, I will tell him clearly when I go back." Charlie snorted and said, "You are doing well. Go back first. I will accompany my father-in-law upstairs." "Okay." Mr. Orville bowed respectfully, and said, "Mr. Wade, I'll go first. If you have anything, please tell me." Charlie was waiting for the elevator to go up to the 10th floor. When the elevator came down, the door suddenly opened. What he didn't expect was that Warnya, who was very beautifully dressed, walked out of it. Warnya is dressed very beautifully today, and her already beautiful and flawless face is slightly more delicate and charming. She was wearing a black Chanel one-piece butt 0CK skirt, which perfectly set off her slender and plump figure, as well as those white and tender legs that could not pick out any problems. Coupled with her long hair carefully coiled behind her head, she looked very mature and perfect. What surprised Charlie even more was that she exuded a very charming and very advanced scent, and the scent penetrated into the nostrils, making people feel that the pores all over her body were relaxed. Seeing such amazing Warnya, Charlie was a little surprised, and Warnya was even more delighted. Her heart was thinking about Charlie, but she didn't expect Charlie to be outside when the elevator door opened. She hurriedly couldn't hide her happiness. Like a little girl of first love, she asked softly, "Mr. Wade, why are you here?" "Didn't let me know if you are here, so I could come and entertain you myself." Charlie looked at Warnya and smiled slightly. "I just came with father-in-law to attend a classmate gathering. There is nothing to trouble you, so I didn't tell you." Warnya hurriedly said, "Mr. Wade, your father-in-law is here for a class reunion. You should have told me earlier. I would prepare it carefully so as not to leave any flaw him." Charlie smiled and said, "There is no need to go into such a big trouble. It is a group of old men who come out to entertain and have some fun. It is too grand, I am afraid they will not adapt." Charlie said again, "Besides, I never told my father-in-law that I have a good relationship with you. If you, the Song family eldest, come out to entertain him in person, I am afraid that he will be confused."